Honors Gauntlet, baby. Hey, this is actually pretty fun. Get in here and get your rewards, right? However, I do feel there are some missed opportunities, right? So, Honors Gauntlet, if you didn't know, it's the new real-time arena mode that just got released. It feels like it's still in the development phases, as in there's no real rewards for like rankings and stuff like that at the end of the seasons or the end of the week. So, the arena mode is actually pretty fun. I do like it, and if they can balance the abilities that you get, then I think this can actually be a really great arena experience for most players. But let's take a look at the cons, right? So gearing over 20 heroes is an issue. That's kind of annoying for most players, right? Gearing that many heroes is going to make people lose interest because they can't really be competitive because they have to go in, mess with the gear all the time. Unless they introduce like a save feature for it, right? Another con, the skills are kind of unbalanced, right? That colossal stun is a little OP, but I guess I can see it because you can't use it on every rotation, right? And it does allow you to get some wins, so maybe it's not that bad. However, maybe balancing the skills, I don't know how exactly. Maybe y'all can think about it. Reduce the block instead of reducing it to 0. Maybe decrease it to 1. I don't know. The arena mode, right? With no way to get Apex coins in this arena mode, why call it a real-time arena, right? Give me the Apex coins. That's why I do arena. That is why you do arena. And if they introduce new heroes into the Apex shop, then this is a good way to get more Apex points so you can get more heroes, get the items that's in there like the soul stones and the extra goodies, right? Now, I did say it does feel like it's still in development phases, right? So they could plan to have this into like a whole different type of game mode that's not basically tied to Apex coins or the arena mode. So that could be something. But if it is going to be in arena mode, then you might as well give us Apex coins for it eventually. Now, what's the biggest complaint you ever seen in all like the gacha games, right? For the most part. What's the biggest complaint? Let me tell you. Do y'all think it's the summon rates? Huh? Save 1,000 summons for 2 copies? It's so disheartening, right? But no, it's not the rates. That is not. It's the division between free to play versus whales or krakens or however you want to call it, right? And that is there is almost no area in the game that free-to-play players can strive in, right? You see it everywhere. You can't scroll through comments like on Discord, on Reddit, through comments on like YouTube, whatever it is. Any video, go look around. Someone's whining about how they can't compete with whales. How much do you have to spend to get that A5 Sun Wukong? When it could just be somebody that's been saving for a long time, right? However, there's always been a problem or an issue that most players have between a division between whales, people that spend and people that don't, right? It's a skill thing. Most people want a skill mode. So what can Honors Gauntlet do? Now, I'll throw out my idea for the first one, but if y'all can think of any other ideas or how to improve it, that'd be great. This would make Honors Gauntlet more of a test of skill in a fair battle mode. So HP, defense, attack, all the stats for all the heroes would be made equal, right? They've done it in other aspects of the game, kind of like, what is it? Like the spiral? Yeah, like they've done it before, right? If all the heroes in the game have set stats, we don't have to worry about gear. You don't have to gear over 20 heroes and boom, we're free of the whole gear situation, right? But we can make awakenings still matter. That way the whales and people that spend, they still have a slight advantage. And artifacts can matter too. You can swap out the artifacts. That's how we could solve this gearing problem for real-time arena. And that'll make it more fun. People don't have to gear everybody and they'll probably go in and play more. This could offer more of a fair and balanced gameplay while also giving that slight satisfaction to the paying customers because you can still implement your awakenings or your artifacts that you have, your maxed out stuff, right? So, but we don't have to worry about the gear, and the gear is going to be an issue. It's going to be annoying long term, in my opinion. This would also help fix like the matchmaking issues to a degree, and obviously help with the gear management. Now, moving on to the ranking rewards, right? So at the end of the season, yes, we know there's not really an award thing right now. Keep these chests that's on the side for your matches and stuff. Matches fought, matches won. Those are great. Now, at the end of the season, let's throw some Apex coins in there, right? Motivate your community a little bit more, and also the lower spenders or the free-to-play players, this is their opportunity to get a little bit more Apex coins. Because I think they're going to expand that Apex shop and they're gonna rotate a new hero in eventually once Lady Alexandra gets power creep, right? And by the time she gets power creep and no one else has her, not none of the low spenders, well, the Wells they're moving on to the next best thing, but we're still chasing Lady Alexandra, bro. So, anyways, let's get back to the rewards, right? It doesn't have to be a crazy amount. It could be like 600, 400, 200, depending like when you're ranking and stuff. And it's not going to be crazy. It's not going to break the game, but throw that in there. It's something that most players want to grind for, these Apex coins, but they can't get it in the actual arena, right? Because it's too hard. They can't get up there. They can't stay in Apex. They can't stay in Overlord. Yes, the changes to Plat 3 to where now you can get Apex coins will help, but this will help even more, in my opinion. They could even throw in 1 or 2 Apex coins per victory. At least for your first 20 victories, you can get like 1 or 2 Apex coins per victory, right? That way you can start this Lady Alexandra grind a lot earlier. Because Lady A is the best free hero in the game and will be locked off by most players, or for some players for over 2 years. Maybe even more, depending on if you're like lucky with your regular pulls, and if you can't pull a good hero, because y'all know the pull rates, right? We aim for this hero, but we get that one. So if you're unlucky with pulls, you could get Lady Alexandra, but there's no way for you to get her, right? If you're unlucky, you can't even get into arena, which makes you wait even longer because you have to build a full arena roster, bro. And that's not hard. That takes a long time. It's probably going to take you 6 months to a year. I've been playing for over a year. I just hit Apex, bro. It's doable. You can do it, but man, it's a grind, right? And it takes so long to get there. And when you like a taste of Lady Alexandra, this powerful hero before she's power crept, and I get that it's going to be very hard to power creep Lady Alexandra, but I guarantee you there's a way to do it. There's always a way, y'all. There's always a way. Because I think of like eventually Praetus is probably going to get power crept unless they keep updating it. If they want to keep Praetus the content god that he is, then yeah, they'll probably keep him updated, right? So that is one thing. At least they update their heroes. But we still waiting on that Elder, right? All right, so I'm about to end off real quick. But I do think that they're going to add more heroes or more items and stuff to the Apex shop, right? So we should get in there and get what we can now. Because what happens if they decide to take Lady A out of Apex? And what? Are they going to throw in a normal summoning pool? She's going to be limited? Then what happens to her? Now we're like, oh, we didn't get her, so how do we get her? Wait till next year. And it could be a whole nother year before she even comes up or something. I don't know. I just like to think long term, right? That's how you succeed in Gacha game. However, this is a start. This is an idea. People can build on it. People with more sway and influence than me. Take it somewhere, right? Let's make this fun. Make it more accessible. In a more accessible arena, Watcher Realms can do it. A free-to-play arena. But we have our actual arena for the Wells and the hard-focused, free-to-play, low spenders that's focusing on arena teams that's grinding it out. Yeah, you have your actual arena. Great. Now you can have a free-to-play mode, kind of, right? Something that's competitive for casual players, low spenders. Why not? You can have both. That could be great. War, do it. Go ahead, Watcher Realms. Be the first. Cut out this nonsense. That's amazing. Guys, I'm rambling right now, right? So I just want to throw out my idea. This way you can grind a little bit more Apex coins, all that good stuff. Everybody's a little happier. Now we have more of a balanced arena, right? That's an option for casual players to get into arena, have a little bit more fun, grind these Apex coins, and then, hey, Honest Gauntlet could be even more amazing and can help you get your Lady Alexandra in like a year instead of 2 or 3 years. So, hey, y'all, push for it. Hey, let me know if y'all like this idea. Maybe I'll throw out some more. Who knows? Normally, I don't say too much about like suggestions and stuff, but War listens to their community for the most part, and that's pretty cool. All right, I'm Nikai out.
I suggest we retreat. Evil ends here. The queen shall.
The nail that sticks out gets obliterated.
You dare think? Taste my staff!
Then let the light in!
Where?
Behold, the might of the North!
Crush the wicked.
I am the demon
Evil.
Taste my staff! Raise your
Fear not, my friend.
No heaven.
Evil.
Oh, grace yourself! See me under
Their depth provides symmetry.